and dragons. Time of magic, age of might. A band of heroes step up to the fight. Playing with powers they don't understand. Will they fuck it all up or will they save the land? Treachery, vanity, loitering and worse. They are their own worst enemies. These fuckers only know cause. Authors and dragons. Authors and dragons. Their powers combined. A group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Like and subscribe, motherfucker. Authors and dragons. Authors and dragons.
Hey everybody, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fandingo, the Bucket Lover. That's right, Fandingo's secret headcanon is that he likes being in the bucket. In real life, I write multiple series, including the Black Knight Chronicles, the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter books, and Bubba the Monster Hunter series of horror comedy books. Please get out there and buy all of them. All of them, I say.
Hi, I'm Joseph Brassi. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road can be found everywhere books are sold, and I am the author of such non-existent titles as Punch Bowl Picasso, Penis Popper.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri and I play Silas Kane, who has come to the somewhat disturbing conclusion that if he can't say Torag's name, no one can. In much lighter news, I write several things, including Bill of the Dead, Tome of Bill, and Tales of the Crypto Hunter. You know, look up my name if you can spell it. If not, well, figure it out.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue, who sometimes makes love to himself into the bucket. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. Go get it.
Oh my god, did we just get the canon reason why the bucket is sentient? Anyway, no. Hi there, my name is Steve Weverill, and I play Brandon Firemaster, whose shock twist may not be the most important man in the universe. Possibly. We'll see. In real life, I write such books as The Doomsayer Journeys and Shoot the Dead. Go check that one out. It's fun. It's on the internet.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, the hungry judge of this shit courtroom, the dungeon master facilitating this party. And when last we left our intrepid adventurers, nope, I also have to say I'm the writer of books such as Superpowered, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and NPCs. Alright, now, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had successfully walked around the city of Landport, Caldern, I keep mixing those up, of Caldern, and did some shopping, did some reminiscing, did some prayer, did some epiphanizing, which took us in very weird, dangerous directions. And when we left off, everyone had boarded the ship, heading off for danger and possible death. So, you all sail through the night, propelled along by magical waves and currents. As you sail, you see Judge Hungry's ship alongside you, and after a short while, you join up with the Golem's forces. Together, you are all sailing forward into the night until just after daybreak you hear a call. And why don't we go ahead and start everyone off with initiatives and then perceptions so we can see what you see.
Drew, I've got to ask, is there more than one broken golem in the golem forces?
They all appear functional. You don't know if that means he repaired the one you broke or left them behind.
Bjorg rolls a 5 for initiative and a 1 for perception.
Silas rolls an 8 for initiative and a 5 for perception.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 19 for initiative and a 13 for perception.
Ooh. Klaus Richter rolls a 17 initiative and a 19 perception.
Fandingo rolls a 10 initiative and a 15 perception.
All right. And for the record, Gordon rolls a 10 initiative and a 13 perception. So, you all freshly risen from a night's long rest, or whatever amount of hours you need to long rest. I can't remember everyone's individual stuff. But you've all just finished it, you're feeling raring and ready to go, and man, what great timing, because on the horizon you can see well, Bjorg sees nothing. He's still rubbing the sleep from his eye, which in this case literally rubbing his eye so hard he can't see anything.
I can't see.
Silas Kane, you see fog.
Sinful fog!
I mean, for once, you're not wrong. Brandon Thighmaster, with your 13 perception, you can see the shape of what appears to be an island within the fog.
Another day, another island.
With the 15 and 19 of Fandango and Klaus, you can make out large shapes moving along the coast. And everyone, of the party at least, can hear Prometheus speak telepathically into your minds. I believe I understand the situation here.
Well,
And
that's one of us.
enlighten us, egg child.
There is a great deal of dangerous currents below. Anything less than an aboleth would be unable to swim through it. I shall pilot mine down. However, you will have to take the other method.
Drowning?
Says the guy who literally walks on water.
Upon the island, my aboleth remembers a portal, a tunnel, made to transport their helpers down to the tunnel, but they are not large. They're too large to fit inside. You'll have to fight your way to the tunnel in the center of the island and take it down to the temple. There I can meet you, and we can fight the aboleths at last.
Very well. Let us go.
Hey, take care, buddy.
How many aboleths are we talking about here?
Soon to be one less! And he dives. But before, as he's fading out of range, you do hear, oh, there's lots of aboleth spawn around here. Watch out!
You know, guys, I used to be really bummed out by the idea of reincarnation, because there is nothing less muscly than a baby. But when you think about it, Prometheus was an egg for a long time, and now he's riding an aboleth without training wheels. I figure I could be a baby for a couple of years, and just like a really muscly toddler.
I am also too large to fit in many tunnels.
That's literally never been said to you in your life.
I rolled for it, John.
It's canon, John. He may be too large for some turns.
My personal sin is cataclysmically large.
Okay, so the scale of this map is a little bigger than the characters necessarily represent. I had to fudge things a bit to make it visible and scalable. So while y'all are on the ship, the water kind of represents an extra bit of ocean. You can only move forward 1 square per turn. Sorry, you guys can move 2, and so can the robot ship. Judge Hungry's can only move 1, because it's bigger and slower.
Okay, well, as the experienced island destroyers of this crew, I say we get in there early and do what we do best. Let's fuck up an island, guys.
I agree. Let us fuck up an island.
I think that's the closest thing to a plan we've ever come up with, and I'm here for it. Let's roll.
So how far away are we? Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong boat. Where's our boat?
Y'all are down at the bottom of the map. For those who are not watching on YouTube, there are currently 3 boats with the allies they have recruited approaching the island from different directions. The boats will all advance, if they are able to, at the end of initiative. So you'll all get turns, and then, if able, the boats will move forward.
Drew, we've had a pretty good run with this boat. Can we pilot it directly into a crab?
Y'all can run it up onto the shore as best you want. Once you hit the island, we're going to say, well, the crabs are still, Yeah, we're still going to say it's only 2 spaces as you go. The Krebs and you don't quite reflect that, but we're adjusting scale.
I am full of great ideas today.
Oh, actually, I can't just say that. So we'll say each square represents 15 feet of movement. That way, 2 squares would represent a 30-foot movement for you guys, and you can scale up with your bonus feet or your bonus movement as necessary.
Ramming speed.
On the water, each square represents 30 feet. Once you hit the island, each square represents 15 feet.
All right.
Since some of you have the ability to run over water, I figured that was relevant.
Also, some of us have spells that have range.
Brandon Firemaster will raise an eyebrow at all those in the party without the ability to run on water. What have you guys been doing?
Does Brandon still have his eyebrows?
Not running on water.
Like nerds, right?
Be prepared, guys. Jeez.
All right, so, I mean, as we're swooping in, can we just start firing shit at these crabs?
You may attempt to fire if you have the range for it.
Considering
I don't
I
yet.
have a bow with an extra 50 feet of range that goes up to 600. I think I am okay.
Yeah, you heard the part where every square on the water is 30 feet, right?
I can count.
Okay.
Well, that makes one of us.
Yeah, I'm out of range of all my spells, so we're going to have to get
300.
closer for
Yeah,
me
this
to...
is well within 600.
All right.
But I think long range is what
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. All right, so every round I'm just gonna fire at some crabs.
All
If I'm
right.
using-
Fuck it, I'll do it sharpshooter too because I got
If
nothing to
you-
lose.
If you're using sharpshooter, then you ignore the range.
Oh yeah, even better.
Oh, there you go. Silas, you can take a shot on your turn, but Brandon will be up first.
I guess I could run ahead of the boat, but no, I'm gonna stay on the boat. I think we should all hit them like an explosion of adventurers. I think that's probably the way to go. I'm a team player now, guys.
All right. Is there anything you would like to do with your action?
I guess I will take the ready action to dodge should anything surprise us.
All right. Klaus.
All right, my hand crossbow only has a range of 120 feet, so I'm just going to move up to the bow and wait for the ship to move closer.
All right. Gordon is going to turn into a snake.
Classic Gordon.
Useful
Yes.
as usual, Gordon.
He knows what he's good at, and it's being a snake. Fendingo.
Hey, Klaus, do you still have all of those wineskins? And if I can't talk Klaus into giving me a skin full of wine, then I'm just going to hang out until we're closer and I can do anything, because we're out of range of all my spells right now.
You know, John, for a moment there, I thought your character had some kind of cunning plan. But
Nah, just going to get loaded before battle.
drink wine coolers until we arrive on the beach, I guess, is a plan.
I mean, has anybody invented Zima in this world? Because
All right. So we're gonna go down the boat. So Klaus, you're 1. Gordon is 2. Bjorg is 3. Brandon is 4. Fendingo is 5, and Silas is 6. So we're gonna do a D6. All right, Klaus, you take the first psychic lash. Does a 13 hit you?
13. No, it does not.
All right. Next one goes to Gordon, and a 19 will hit him for 10 psychic damage. Tough luck, buddy.
And also, he's a snake, so he can't communicate what's going on.
And it's psychic damage too. Yeah.
does the fact that we're egregiously stupid give us advantage on against these things?
I would say it would give someone advantage in that equation.
I think it should be harder to psychic lash somebody who's been unequivocally proven not to have a real brain.
Is Gordon
So
doing
sorry.
anything that might clue us into the fact he is suffering a psychic attack? I don't know what a snake looks like having a psychic attack.
Yeah, he is whipping his head around in a very unhappy looking way.
Stop doing snake things.
Gordon is being a snake.
I
Wait,
also
do they still give monks the thing where you can understand any animal at a certain point?
Yeah, but I'm not there yet.
I think you would have to punch Gordon.
I would have to
That's more
just
just Brandon's
Yeah,
flavor.
it's like, what are you doing? And just punch him in the back of the head.
I mean, I'll give you $1.
As far as I'm aware, snakes kind of move their heads around. I've seen snakes.
They do. All right. Silas Kane, it's your turn.
All right. Fire a couple of sharpshooter arrows long distance at this crab. 22 and a natural 1.
The 22 will hit. Roll me a d20.
20.
You are fine.
All right. So the first one does 20 points.
All right. Let me just make sure they don't have any resistances. I don't know why a crab would, but
Take that.
I don't know. It feels like maybe.
Crab of evil.
Wouldn't it be weird if crabs were resistant to bards?
I wish bards were resistant to crabs.
All right. You shoot it and it hits, and now the crabs are aware of you, so they get added to the initiative tracker. Let's see what they roll. Oh, good. They get a turn. All right. So Silas, you do damage, and then we move on to the crab, which will pick up a rock and attempt to hurl it at you, Silas. It will absolutely have disadvantage on this.
Crab is throwing a rock like 300 feet.
It's
How fucking
trying
big
to.
is this crab?
Again, it's
What
the
have-
same
what-
thing
what
as
have
you
we jumped
guys.
into
The
here?
crab gets to roll for it,
You've annoyed the crab, Rick.
but it does have disadvantage on this.
Deal with crabules here.
Look, if Hercules can throw a bear into space,
That's the benchmark.
That
man.
doesn't make any sense.
hey, if not for the disadvantage, it would have succeeded. Got a nat 20 on the first, but an 8 overall, so it flings a rock that falls well short.
Stupid crab.
All right, Bjorg Bjornsson.
Bjorg has no. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just really quickly check my sheet. I have a heavy crossbow, but I don't know what its range is. Don't think it's 600 feet.
I can almost guarantee you it is not.
It's 400 feet.
Yeah, Bjorg's gonna just watch the rock fall short, look at the water, look at the crab, and go, "That was not crabtivating."
No, you're within range. We're within
I am?
400 feet. It's just a disadvantage roll.
Long range, yeah.
Like we're just
Okay.
within
Oh, yeah.
400 feet.
I'll just roll. I'll just roll at disadvantage then.
Yeah, go for it. That's what the
Alright.
crab did.
That's 11.
That is not going to do it.
Okay, cool.
But you shoot a crossbow. Luckily, at the end of your turn,
Use this in this campaign.
your entire boat moves forward. Like, well, maybe. There we go. The others. Now, so as we get to the next round, I will update you all on the other ships. You see that Judge Hungry's ship is still moving forward. However, they have lost a sailor or two already, most likely due to, reasons that none of you fully understand, except
Same.
Gordon. And by the same token, the ship that the Golem is sailing has absolutely no issues. None whatsoever.
Guys, we're coming in second place. I think we need to do better.
All right. Brandon Thighmaster, y'all have moved closer to the islands.
Okay, you know what? There's not a lot I can do. Range attack is for people without any passion in their souls. I'm just going to balance on the very prow of the ship and be inspirational.
You're going to shout King of the World at the top of your lungs, aren't you?
I don't think I need to shout it.
You're going to flex King of the World at the top of your pecs.
I'm
aren't
going to
you?
ripple my muscles in a way that physically conveys that message.
You're trying to match the ocean in terms of waves.
Yeah, well, in that way, the crabs can understand it. So,
The crabs are going to try to draw you like they're French girls if you keep that up, buddy.
well, I'm going to roll an intimidation check.
Go for it.
Intimidation, here we go. 17.
All right. You attempt to intimidate the crabs. You are unsure how successful you are unless you have an ability to understand crabs.
Well, I have an ability to understand myself, and I think I was pretty damn intimidating, Drew.
Yeah, fair enough. Klaus, you are up.
All right, Klaus still isn't close enough to shoot, so he will put on his ring of invisibility.
All right. Please tag yourself appropriately with a marker.
What?
The little, when you click your token, the little circle thing where you've got like little symbols you can put on your character.
True, you can't
like that.
bring that shit up at the penultimate episode.
Is that good?
Dude,
Well, you guys
What
didn't think
the
this was the
fuck?
boss battle in only one way, did you?
I mean, come on. Bob looked at his inventory. Give the man some credit.
I wrote
Not
invisible
quite what we
at
were
that
going
third
for,
circle.
Bob. This is what I meant.
I don't know how to do that. That's pretty cool, though. I like that.
Well, when you click your character, there's 5 circles that come up, and one of them is just a circle with 2 more circles inside. That's the one.
That's not a thing.
I've
Oh,
never
it is.
even looked at that before.
Oh, all right. I see it now.
I think Brandon is demonstrating for the folks
Yeah.
watching on the YouTube.
Holy shit.
If you want to really blow your mind, press a number button
Oh.
while you're hovering over one.
There's a flex. I am clicking that one.
Alrighty. Klaus is marked as invisible.
Now I press the number button. How do I get rid of that?
You can just click it again.
Nope. All right. There it goes. All right.
That's handy for counting down turns and stuff. I love
Yeah,
that we're
that-
getting to all this, in the penultimate episode.
That would have been
Fendingo,
handy 7 years ago.
you want to learn about mage armor?
I'm doing what I did. I'm just gonna hang out, and you know what? I'm going below decks and getting my own damn wine. I'll be back. Y'all let me. By the time we're close enough, I'll come back and maybe find a little Coke or something.
All right. John has moved 30 feet below deck.
He's going to say goodbye to the bucket.
Nah, I took care of that last night.
Have an emotional farewell.
That's why your hair is sticky.
What do you think I've been using to make this bouffant for 7 years?
Oh my god.
Klaus
Again,
is semen?
this is all things we should have established in season 1.
Fairly certain we shouldn't have.
It's only now, at the end, that I can let these secrets free.
Yeah, we're the true believers, the people who are stuck through thick and thin and inevitable sticky.
And Dingo's crusty hair.
All right, Gordon will take the dodge action because he doesn't know what's attacking him, and that sucks. All right, and as this turn comes around, everyone can give me perceptions.
Everyone or everyone above deck?
Everyone
Bjorg-
above deck. Thank you. Good catch.
Your rolls a 22.
Silas gets an 18.
Klaus rolls a 14.
Brennan rolls a 9.
Fandigo don't give a shit.
All right. So everybody who beat 15 can hear the sound of something scraping on the boards. Bjorg, you can pinpoint that something is climbing the deck, and in fact, right as you realize that, 2 Aboleth spawn climb up. I realize they're a little out of position, but I'm doing what I can with the map. So 2 Aboleth spawn appear, and they are going to attack you guys. Legit this time. So that's 1 spear and 2 tentacles and 1 psychic lash each. So Gordon will get the first spear. Natural 1. All right. Aboleth spawn's okay. Bjorg, you'll take a tentacle.
Okay.
19.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think, pretty sure. Yeah, that'll hit.
Fendingo, you will take a tentacle.
I'm not even up there.
Oh, you're right, you're not. Sorry, Bjorg, that second tentacle goes to you.
Thanks,
Okay.
big guy.
What's in that 20?
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Okay.
And Silas, you get a psychic lash because you're out of range.
What's the total I'm taking? 15.
You're taking 12 from the 19 and 15 from the second, so a total of 27. And I don't think you've raged yet, unfortunately.
Nope.
All right, so 27 from that.
I guess it's been.
And I'm guessing a 13 does not hit
I
Silas.
suppose it's hard to be angry when all you're doing is watching the bard fetch wine.
Klaus was invisible, and okay, so I think you're taking most of these attacks though, Silas, because this one's near you. You're at least taking. Okay, you'll take. Oh nope, Vendingo's not there. Shit. No, you got to take all the melees. All right, spear, tentacle. Does a 16 or a 22 hit you? All right. You take 9 psychic damage. I need escape DCs from both Bjorg and Silas for those tentacles. Brandon, you're going to take a psychic lash, as it's going to send one at you. You're the only one it can't hit with melee.
What's the roll for the escape
Seems a
DC?
bit petty.
14.
What are we rolling?
What's the roll?
Oh, Jesus. We'll just say athletics.
All
Okay.
right.
Cool. I'm good with that.
Silas rolls a 16.
Bjorg rolls a natural 1.
All right, Bjorg, you're grappled.
Cool.
And if and you will take 2d8 psychic damage at the start of its turn if you don't break out of the grapple next turn.
Okay, cool.
Bro, do you even lift?
And Brandon, did a 15 psychic lash hit you?
No.
Okay.
Rick, you could have said, bro, do you even aberlift? That would have been more painful to Joe.
And 2 more psychic lashes, but these are random. However, Fandingo's below deck and Klaus is invisible, so now there's only 4 targets. I'm just going to obviously go down again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Brandon, Gordon, Bjorg, Silas. Alright, Silas, you take the first of the extra psychic lashes. And Bjorg, you take the second. So first one is for Silas, 26.
Damn.
Holy shit.
17 damage. Second one is for Bjorg, natural 1.
Cool.
And fairness, doesn't automatically hurt itself.
The aboleth accidentally sends you positive energy.
Okay.
You're
and-
doing great, pal.
All right, Silas Kane, you have Aboleth spawn on the boat in shooting range.
All right, the one that's slapping me here. Basically, the one.
Slappy Jim.
Yes.
And I think we'll, if one hits, we'll throw Divine Smite in there. These are both going to come in as a sharpshooter, though.
Alrighty, lock and
Fuck
load.
this guy. Crit and a 12.
Okay. The crit will hit, the 12 will not.
All right, so that's 22 from the crit, 5 from the Divine Smite.
Alright, you, well, I mean, that's a pretty healthy chunk of damage. You fire one right up the middle, tear a chunk out of it, and it sort of just lets out of a...
Did any of that sound like Torag? I'm gonna pretend it did.
I was gonna say I don't think so, but I honestly can't tell you what Silas hears. that feels like the step into madness right there. So that's up to you, buddy.
Blasphemer!
If you want him to have heard Torag, he heard Torag.
Give me your psychic tongue.
Oh God!
No!
Look, you got a lot of these things to kill. Maybe just let him think what he wants to think. The crabs are gonna chill this turn because no one attacked them. And Bjorg, you're up. And there is an Aboleth spawn right in front of you.
Is there any way you can just racket ball psychic damage straight back at someone? Because I feel like the Silas can do that.
He can't break what's already shattered.
So, let's see here. Can I attack normally while grappled, or do I have to roll something?
Yes, you can. Grappling basically just brings your speed down to 0, and you have the extra condition of the damage if you don't get out.
Okay, cool. I am going to rage and reckless attack.
All right.
Let's do this. That's 24 and 26.
Those will both hit.
And that's 23 slashing. That's 23 and 17 slashing damage. And do I get to roll to get out, or do I?
No, escaping is an action, and then attacking is an action.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. I'm just
You cleaved a big old chunk off of it, though. That's
Yeah, this guy has just figured out he's vigorously hugging a blender.
All right. We have reached the end of the turn, so we're gonna advance as well as update. All right. Y'all are growing closer to the island itself, as is Judge Hungry. Boop. However, you can also see that you are not the only ones who have been boarded. And there are also Aboleth spawn appearing on the Golem ship, so which is advancing. In fact, it looks like they are about to dock next turn. All right, that brings us back to the top of initiative, and Brandon Thighmaster.
Okay, remind me, how has movement been affected over ocean?
So the water tiles are representing 30 feet, and then the island tiles are representing 15 feet. However, just for clarity, because obviously some of them are more in others, we'll use that light blue line where the map changes over as the delineating mark. So once you cross that, it's 15 feet per square. Until then, it's 30 feet.
Still not quite enough to charge that crab. Okay, well, let's deal with the problem at hand. I'm going to help out Bjorg. I'm going to try out my new braces on this Aboleth spawn with an unarmed strike. Kablamo. 24, and I'll also burn a key point to do Flurry of Blows, which will give me 27, 23.
God damn.
Jeez Louise.
You also just have 2 attacks from being the level you are.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I'll just after I do all that, I'll just slap him round the face. Slap.
So
Jesus, Steve,
everything
leave some for the
hits.
rest of us.
God damn.
26.
Nah, don't. It's fine.
Roll that damage up before I flavor this.
Slap him like a unimpressed Frenchman. And that is 16, 13, 17 plus a crit. So 22 and an 18. My numerical skills have absolutely failed me here.
All right. So basically, what happens is these things climb up. One of them attacks a bunch, grapples Bjorg. Bjorg slices it down, and Brandon appears at its side and just punches it in the head in the same spot 4 times until there's nothing but a gaping wound where its brain mass would have been, and his fist is just all the way through.
Brandon will look at his glowing braces and say, fellas, I cannot stress enough the importance of accessorizing well.
You did 18 more points of damage past 0 to that thing.
You have blown that creature well, my friend.
If these things had free will, I would say an intimidation check on his buddies, honestly.
It's not about him, Drew.
Alright, Klaus, you are invisible. And
All right,
yes,
well-
you get sneak attack on the one engaged with Silas.
Yeah, well, I would have gotten sneak attack for just being invisible, but yeah, well, I don't need it now. Whatever. I'm shooting it. Sharpshooter. Brand new crossbow. All right. 14.
14 hits.
Excellent. So that's 21 plus sneak attack damage. 21 plus, holy shit, 19. That's 40.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that enough?
I mean, you hit the shit out of it. It's not dead yet, but
All right. Well,
you
I've
blast it clean.
Listen, Drew. I came into this last part of the game ready to play. I've been learning a lot about 5th edition, and in my studies, I found
Again, you saved this to the second last fucking episode.
I got the crossbow expert feat a long time ago and didn't really understand how it worked, but I do now, and since I wield a hand crossbow, I can use it as a bonus action. So,
Damn.
I'm gonna sharpshooter
Holy
again.
fucking shit. Drew, whatever story twist you had planned to blow the minds of our audience, it's not going to beat that of Bevan suddenly and aggressively becoming competent.
7.5 years for the I'm not left-handed move.
That is some long con shit there, Bob.
17.
17 hits.
All right.
God damn.
I bet you know where the fucking Lindbergh baby is hidden too, don't you? Jesus.
All right. 41 this time.
Jesus.
Okay, so the first bolt takes it in the chest, and it kind of spasms back slightly, rearing its head back just in time for the second bolt to cleave through the chin, out the back of the head, leaving a only slightly smaller hole than the one Brandon had punched. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Silas is standing there like, what just happened?
Brandon will turn to where he can't actually see Klaus and just, that must have been someone else, I guess.
Arrow of the gods.
Good job, Gordon. All right, Fandango, roll me a perception check.
27.
Yeah, you hear the sound of battle overhead.
But does he find any wine, Drew?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were perception checking for, because, I mean...
Well, with a 27, you get both. You find your wine and also hear the thing overhead. One doesn't contradict the other.
All right, well then I'll start heading back upstairs, and I will stop before I emerge into a battle, and I'll poke my head up and look around.
I guess by the timing of initiative, you poke your head up right in time to see the second aboleth just have its head obliterated by a crossbow bolt.
All right, I'll sit on the steps and drink then. Looks like you guys got this covered. If you need a drink, let me know. I got you.
All right. Gordon Skinflint will, I guess, really not have much to do. He'll take the dodge action again, because you all have been getting harried, but a little harder to. Y'all killed the shit out of those things, man. Okay, give me a round of perceptions again.
Silas rolls an 8.
Your girl's a 21.
Brandon rolls a 19.
Fandango also rolls a 21.
Perfect. Anybody who beat 20, you may...
Sorry, Klaus rolls a double natural 20. Fuck all of you.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
Shit. What the
Anyone
fuck is
who,
going on?
I have no idea. Anyone who beat 20 can lean over the side of the railing and see another aboleth scrambling up, or aboleth spawn. Very, very important distinction. And if you have a reaction left, you may use it to shoot at the approaching aboleth. So, Bjorg, Fandango, and Klaus, you can shoot with advantage for your double natural 20 perception. That feels right.
I don't have a
Do I have
reaction
to
left.
Shoot, or can I just stab down at it?
You used your bonus action. You haven't used your reaction.
Oh, all right. I thought you meant if you have an ability that allows you to use your reaction. But all right, I can use a reaction.
No, this is
okay.
just you guys cleaned them out so fast and you're on high alert. So I let y'all try and spot it coming up and just be like, "Fuck you."
This aboleth scrambles up, sees its obliterated brethren.
You said, I just wanted to clarify, you said shoot. Does that mean I can't use my melee weapon for this?
I did say shoot, but it's actually climbing up right by you. So I guess
Right.
what the hell?
All right, cool.
We'll go.
That is,
All right, 15 for me.
He's climbing up like, did we win, lads? Uh-oh.
that is a 24 and 21 slashing damage.
All right, that will hit, and all right, you have slashed.
All right, I have 15 for 21 damage. Plus 27.
Wait.
What?
Oh, okay, I see your roll. Gotcha. It didn't show there. There we go. I got it.
All right, 15
All right,
for
give me your
21
total damage.
Plus 27. 21 plus 27 is 48 damage total.
All right, 48 damage. Fandango, you were the other one who had beaten the 20.
All right. We'll fling a firebolt, and that'll be 20 to
20
hit,
will hit.
and 10 fire damage right for the eyeball.
The Abelispawn has successfully ascended the thing and can attack you guys, but it looks like shit. As you might expect. It's coming in hot, but it's coming in hot, like, with a limp. So a spear for Bjorg. Oh, wait, fuck, hang on. I forgot to roll for Gordon.
Gordon's gonna snake
He beat
chomp
20.
the fuck out of it.
And he hits.
He just eats it.
For only 6.
What the shit?
right.
Come on, Gordon. You want some wine, buddy? Goddamn.
Oh, double ones. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, so, spear for Bjorg, 19.
That'll hit.
Tentacle for Gordon, 20. Tentacle for Fandango, 22. And Psychic Lash for... Brandon. 15.
Does not hit.
Needless to say, a 22 does hit the bard.
Alright, 7 psychic damage, and give me a athletics roll.
Bard.
Is also hit.
Shit. Not bad for a band geek. That's a 21 athletics.
Very nice. And alright, Gordon is grappled, you are not. Silas Kane.
I'm a little jealous of all the wanton murdering going on here, so I'll fire 2 sharpshooters at the thing that just climbed on board.
Alright.
Both 23.
Oh, he was talking about the Aboleth storm. Thank fuck. Thought he meant Fandango just coming up from below deck.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, you blast through it. It is dead. It is very, very dead. Your first arrow hits it and knocks it into the air, and then your second arrow just cuts through its sternum and spine.
That'll teach you to think about Tor. Excuse me. Must be the salt there.
Guys, I am feeling pumped.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm
because-
feeling erect.
Oh no.
We're not glad to hear that. We're not surprised, but
Y'all can hear the splashing of giant crabs moving forward into the water, ready to greet Bjornson.
All right. So are we? These things are moving into the water now, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm just saying distance. 15 feet. Can I get to that from here? I'm trying to figure out if I can get each square out here is what 15. Oh, okay. Never mind. I can't get to it yet. Oops. I didn't mean to actually reach the target because it really sucked if you were losing rage just because of where you were on the map.
Well, there's a certain point where your rage should be static.
Okay.
Hang
Yeah.
on. You might want to check the barbarian one because I don't think moving toward them is enough. I think you have to take damage.
But I do think they amended the rules in 5e that after the 7th year of traveling with Silas Kane, you're just perma rage.
Constantly angry.
If your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage. So,
Okay.
as long as you attempt to throw something at them or anything like that, so long as you launch any manner of attack, you keep your rage. You don't have to hit, you don't have to succeed, you just have to try.
Okay. Is there any rocks or barrels on the
You
deck?
could
I
just
can just
fire
throw at
your
it?
crossbow into the air like it's
Would that work? Would a crossbow shot work?
Yeah.
Or
Nothing
something?
says
Okay.
it has to be melee.
like you're a frustrated cop in an action movie.
Oh god. I'm Johnny Utah.
Pull a Johnny Utah.
That's a 21.
That's how you keep the rage up.
I believe you're in the disadvantage territory, unfortunately.
Okay, so it's 9. That's a 9.
All right, that will not hit, but you do sustain your rage.
I'm so angry.
However, at the end of y'all's turn, we have reached the end of initiative, so it's time to advance. Doot-a-loot-doot-doot. So y'all move forward by the usual squares. However, as soon as you are kind of approaching, you hit that new water area, that big crab throws out its massive pincers and kind of slams into the shitberg, and you feel it shudder and begin to slow. And all across the island, the same thing is playing out as the crabs are acting as a bulwark to try and block the ships from getting to the land.
Get off My
So
boat.
there is there's a 15-foot gap, since there's one square of light blue between you guys and the island. So basically there's 15 feet and a giant crab between you and the island. But you are, you're not too far. So, Brandon Thighmaster.
Okay, well that movement means nothing to me with my improved speed thanks to my magical treasure. I will swan dive off the prow directly into this crab's face, and I will give it 2 unarmed strikes. Blip, 17. Blop, 18. Burning a key
Both
point
will hit.
for a flurry of blows. Kablamo, 21. Blippo, 16.
All hit.
Okay, and that's for a total of 18, 19, 14, and 14.
You didn't get a crit on that second one. You don't have advantage, I don't believe.
Oh, why did it say it then? Okay, well,
Because
14.
it had the option. If you had advantage, you would have that
see.
extra.
I just don't
thing.
know how numbers work. Like 3 14s and a 19.
All right, so 28 minus 14 minus 19. All right. Brandon leaps off the boat and begins to rain punches down on this crab, leaving a few big old dents in its shell. He has definitely hurt it. But it is a massive-ass crab, and it is still kicking.
He will shout his war cry, "We have run out of crab puns."
I don't know if that'll ever be true, but I do know it's Klaus's turn. A dangerously, scarily competent Klaus at that.
I will attempt to shoot the crab out of it.
Did we forget to pack booze? Does Klaus suddenly sober up and become Jason Bourne?
Not at all. I've just become...
The opposite, in fact. I'm drunker than ever.
Yes. I'm drunk enough to become Neo.
He drank his way to the other side.
It's like that Jackie Chan movie, only pervy. So Fists of the Drunken Pervert.
All right.
I mean, that movie was a little pervy, too.
Yeah, he did.
Klaus's crossbow bolt passes through the crab's mouth. Everyone stares, and then you hear Lawrence Fishburne say, "He's starting to believe."
Oh, God. All right, Klaus, roll it up.
All right. I'm going to sharpshooter for 24.
Jesus.
That'll hit.
And I'm getting sneak attack because Brandon's over there.
He is. He is definitely in melee range.
So that's 21 plus... God damn. 30. 51.
Fucking
You
shit.
and Brandon really caught this thing in a pincer movement.
Yeah, first arrow does some solid damage. You shoot through one of its face holes, and it pings around the shell a little.
All right. Here comes the second one. 23.
Also hits.
All of my damage, like the past 4 damages have all been 11. That's another 21 plus 29. 50.
Jesus Christ. So
God.
you all see Brandon leap atop this crab and punch the shit out of it, and then 2 bolts fire right into its fucking face. The crab kind of shudders and stutters and then falls over dead.
Fuck you, crab.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
How long was I below decks? Because suddenly Klaus is hitting things? What the
Hitting the
fuck's
shit
gonna
out of
happen
things.
next? Is he gonna pick a lock?
Whoa.
Let's not be crazy.
Take it easy.
All right. Oh no, still Fandingo's turn.
So there's another crab that looks like it's about 75 or 80 feet off to our west. Is that about right?
Yep. That looks about right.
That looks like a great place for everybody's favorite game. Cook the crab! Fireball.
We're going to be moving so fast we won't have time to eat these things.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, doopy-doopy.
Well, that's why Fandingo's gonna do the slow boil. Get it ready to go. That way you can just crack it and carry it with you.
Slow boil my ass. I'm throwing a 6th level fireball at this motherfucker.
Oh God.
God.
So my spell save DC is 17.
All right. Let's see what the crab has. What
Dex.
is the roll? Dex? Okay.
A 6-level fireball.
Honestly, 15, which is not enough, but better than I thought it would do for him.
That's better than I expected, and 36 points of fire damage straight in the shell.
All right. You blast it, and it is singed but not decimated.
Man, I bet it smells great.
All right. Gordon will charge onto the actual island by leaping over with his monk speed and snake's eyes. Y'all have outpaced the Avila spawn by butchering the shit out of them. Silas Kane.
All right. Two sharpshooters to that crab.
To the one John fireballed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure you're not still drilling into the dead crab corpse.
Fuck you, crab.
If anybody's going to
To
drill,
hell and back.
if anybody in the party would drill into a dead crab corpse, it's Klaus.
He's looking for its
100%,
tongue. Unsure if crabs even have tongues.
So 27 and 11.
The 27 will hit. The 11 will not.
All right. 23.
23 damage. All right, y'all are chipping away at this other crab, who I might have left y'all alone. We'll never know. But it's gonna grab a rock, move closer, and then throw the rock at y'all. This time not at disadvantage. Oh, natural 20.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
I'm
sure I saw this on a Mario game once.
We're going to say it comes down in the center of the boat, smashing atop Bjorg, Fendingo, and Silas. We will treat this as area of effect, so we'll just do We'll treat this as area of effect, so we'll just do this as a dexterity save. Say DC 14 to get out of the way for half damage.
All right.
Are we
Plus
in
3, you guys.
range? Are we within range of Silas's aura of protection?
That's a Silas question.
Silas, do we get your charisma bonus to saving throws?
Charisma, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
Silas rolls a natural 1.
Yeah.
Fendingo rolls a 21.
Bjorg rolls a 16.
16 will do it. It was a DC 14. All right, so half damage for everybody but Silas of 27.
So half of that is 13.
Half of that for you, and I guess a quarter for Bjorg. Hey, good news, you took damage.
Yay!
That means you don't have to do anything to maintain your rage. All right, that is crab turn. Bjorg, you're up.
All right, can I get to this other crab yet?
What's your barbarian speed?
40.
Yeah, if we assume you move from the front of the boat, you can get there.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna leap off. Bjorg's gonna leap off the boat and start running across the water like the Flash, and gonna run up and drop 2 reckless attacks on this large crab.
All right.
That is a 28 and a 29.
Both will hit.
And that's 18 and 18 slashing damage.
That's 36.
Yep.
Ancestors! You cut a good old swath out of it, though it is still standing. And as Bjorg represents the end of the initiative cycle, we will check in with the other boats. You can see that while crabs have been swarming onto Judge Hungary's boat, the Hunger of the Waves is the name of that one. I forgot to tell y'all, but it is painted along the side. Judge Hungary is standing at the forefront, wielding a giant warhammer shaped like a gavel, and he has already completely smashed in the head of one of the crabs. The other one is wielding a wounded pincer and does not look happy. And on the other side, the golems are swarming atop this thing and like burrowing inside of it. It is absolutely horrifying. This thing is definitely dying in pain as it gets ripped apart from the inside out. But, probably won't be much of a problem for them much longer.
Well, that's encouraging. I mean, not for the crabs.
Yay for animal cruelty.
You guys have made some interesting allies. Brandon Thighmaster.
Brandon Firemaster was ready for a heroic assist there, but apparently not needed. Everyone seems to be doing fine. Keep it up, fellas. I'll skim along the water, leap into the air gracefully, and spiral down onto this crab like a corkscrew of meat. 2 unarmed strikes. Blippity bloppity. 16-22. I'll burn another key point. For flurry of blows. Blappity boo. 27-21.
All hit.
That is 4. 12, 14, 13, 12.
13
51.
minus 12. All right. Bjorg, as you slash deep into the crab, you hear the whistling sound of Brandon Thighmaster plummeting toward it, landing on the cut that has been made, and just punching his hands in like a... I can't remember the exact term for it, but he's got his palms narrowed out, and he's drilling his fingers in, and he is just destroying this thing's brain. And it twitches a few times, tries to, gurgle out something, and then just collapses. Oh, so dead. Oh, so very dead.
More like crab rang doomed.
I'm sure you had last thoughts, but I doubt they were interesting.
All right, Klaus.
Well, Klaus doesn't have any targets in range. So he'll take a step back on the boat, kick the aboleth corpse off the deck, and say, "So long, chum."
All right.
I don't think that was as good as crab rang doomed. I was impressed with it. I thought I was out of crab puns.
I'm working with what I got.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna do that last time, but I had a target.
All right, Fendingo.
I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
All right, we'll roll it up for you.
D8.
Whatever strength you choose to use. I don't know what y'all have in your respective inventories. All right. Gordon will advance slightly. All right, Silas Kane.
Same potion of greater healing.
All right.
Fuck, 11.
The huge crabs are occupied or dead. Bjorg.
Fendingo got back
here.
14 hit points.
Can I get to the land now?
Yep.
Are any crabs within shooting range?
Let's see. Remember, the distance here is tripled out,
Yeah.
so not without disadvantage for you.
Okay,
I
that's
believe.
fine. It doesn't matter. I just need to maintain my rage.
All right. You can shoot at the one with the what do you call it? The golems all over it.
Yeah. All right. Ah! That is a 19.
That will hit.
All right. 10 piercing.
All right, you hit it and it does some damage. It's probably not a huge comparison to the being ripped apart from the inside out, but it's not having a great day. The northern crabs are moving down, but not particularly fast, given what's happening to their brethren. They're monsters. They're not idiots. So y'all's boat has completely touched up with the island, as has the golem one, because they have completely ripped apart their adversary, although there are more coming. There is another dead crab around Judge Hungry's ship, and it looks like they are turning their attention to the other, but they have moved nearly to the island itself. So that's where everybody's at as we get back to Brandon Thighmaster.
You did mention that they are monsters but not idiots. I think we are monsters and idiots, so we can charge blindly ahead. I will, I guess, get in front of Gordon. I don't think I can make it closer to any more of the monsters. So I will just form up on my buddies and take an action to react with dodge, should I need to.
Klaus.
All right, Klaus will. Let's see, 30 feet of movement.
We're gonna say y'all can just be on the island off the ship, and then we'll start tracking the the tripled up movement.
All right. Tripled up movement?
Or the doubled up movement, I guess, because it's 15 feet per square.
All right. Okay.
No,
Here,
that's
I'll put
triple.
you.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'll just move here and put my ring of invisibility back on.
Actually, going to say, unless you
Oh.
have advanced speed, you can
No,
only
that's fine.
start on the island.
All right. And I use the icon. Huh?
Nicely done.
Haha.
Sweet.
Crab, make it more visible. All right, Fendingo.
Yeah, I'll just hop off the boat, follow along.
All right.
Not in any big hurry to enter into combat. At least not at the front.
Gordon will take the dodge, and Silas.
All right. Boats. Can I see this crab up here?
Roll perception, because that is right behind a tree.
20.
You can vaguely make out the crab.
All right. Vaguely is good enough.
All right.
I will sharpshooter 2 at it.
Oh, you again, you don't have advanced speed, so you can't start that far up.
All right. 20 and 15.
The 20 will hit.
All right. 19.
All right. All right. The crab will move closer. And Bjorg.
Let's see. Is the crab visible to Bjorg?
Roll perception.
22.
You can see the crab. You can also make out this big old ugly monster patrolling the lake y'all have to go to.
I'm gonna shoot at the big ugly monster and start making my way towards it.
Alrighty.
All right, Bjorg's gonna fire his heavy crossbow at apparently something up near the lake. That's 17.
That will... Huh, holy shit, that'll hit. Alright.
And that's 7 piercing damage.
Alright, and now it gets to roll in.
Glorious! Up the hill!
Normally Bjorg would be the end of initiative, but now we have a new friend.
I would be way more concerned if the last time we ran up a hill to fight something, Bjorg didn't one-shot a demon. Pointing that out.
Alright. It is moving closer to intercept y'all.
Hello, friend.
Alright, the golems have officially pushed onto land and are making their way to deal with more crabs. Judge Hungry's team has officially finished the last of the triple crabs that were attacking them, and they are beginning to unload upon the land. Judge Hungry taking the point, and y'all are doing y'all's thing with Brandon Thighmaster.
Okay, guys, I'm going to scout ahead. If you hear me being eaten, it's probably a bad thing. I think I can move 4 squares across this terrain with my 60 feet movement, should I choose to dash.
That is correct.
Do I get a good look at this ugly thing?
Yeah, it is a hideous looking fiend of a thing, quadruped, weird armor growing on it, and a big old nasty tongue. It keeps whipping around through the air.
Hey guys, there's a big old nasty quadruped armored thing with a nasty tongue that keeps whipping through the air over here.
Silas's mom?
Can neither confirm nor deny. Stand by. Yeah, I guess I'll take that in.
All right, Klaus.
All right, not much to do. You said each of these is double movement?
15 feet, yeah.
4 squares, right?
Yep.
Oh, I think I can hit this thing. That's got to be less than 120 feet away, right?
Yeah, that would be, even with the diagonal upward slope, that would be less than
Alright.
120 feet.
I won't. Oh, I will get sneak attack on my first attack since I'm invisible, but not on the second attack.
Yep, because no one is engaged with it currently.
Right. All right. I'll do that. Hey, ugly thing. All right. 14.
14 does not hit.
Oh well, I blew that opportunity. But I'll take another shot. Still sharpshootering. All right. 28.
28 will hit.
All right. 21 damage.
All right.
That's it, Klaus. Make it nice and angry for me.
You're welcome.
Get him good and pissed off.
This thing doesn't look like it has a non-angry mode.
And
true, it's
what's your
very aggressive
speed
looking.
bonus, Gordon? Oh, you're almost double. Jesus Christ. All right. Gordon can also do 4 per dashing to meet up with Brandon. All right. Fendingo.
I'm just going to move forward to come up here. I'm going to have to dash to get there, but I'll dash up here to stand next to and slightly behind Klaus and tell him, hey, if you stand right here, in a minute, once I catch my breath, because running sucks, I can cast greater invisibility and you can stay invisible even though you're shooting.
Neat. I look at his hair and I say, have you ever seen Something About Mary?
I mean, I knew this blonde chick named Mary when I was young, but no.
All right, and we're moving on to Silas Kane before we get pulled into Fandango, the high school years, which I don't think we will get demonetized fast enough for.
No, not everyone can pull off Big Mouth. And not everyone should.
All right, well, I'll move up, and I guess I'll sharpshooter this thing as well, since everybody seems to be intent on pissing it off.
Y'all do have an MO. Yeah, you have like a crazy range on
Wait,
your longbow.
you sound really judgmental. We're shooting the horrifying monster. Should we have tried to engage it peacefully?
All right, first one's probably
We'll
a
never
miss
know.
at a 13, but the second one is a 28.
13 is definitely a miss. But the 28 will hit, yes.
All right, 25 points to it.
All right. Bjorg.
All right. Every square is 15. So I have a 40 move speed, but I should in theory be able to go a little further than Klaus did. But
If you dash, that will come into play.
But I'll lose my rage if I dash because I won't be able to fire.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'll go about the same distance as Klaus did, and I'll shoot with the crossbow.
No, Klaus has the ability to dash for free.
Right.
You can only go 2 squares.
I can only go 2 squares. Okay.
If you want to fire, yeah.
All right. I will.
That's a rogue perk.
That's something I
that's fine.
definitely knew, and it wasn't just a mistake I made.
Okay, cool.
I was impressed. I was like, oh shit, he even remembered he gets to dash for free.
Am I still within disadvantage?
Yes, you're definitely past the 100-foot. I think, right? Because it was 100 for yours. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, you're okay.
Okay.
We'll say you're just under.
That's a 9.
Yeah, that one's not gonna help, but you did still attack.
Ah!
All right. Well, after all of that fun, I suppose the big scary monster that might have been willing to talk and been like the nice guardian of this place, we'll never know, right?
We just assumed it was an aboleth thing.
Nope. None of you tried to identify it except Brandon.
Okay.
It just looked ugly to me.
It is ugly. It is.
I shoot those things.
Brandon did conclude it was ugly. And that's enough. That's fine.
I saw a hole I didn't want to put my dick in, and that needs to die.
Also, never happened before.
All right. It is going to claw. It's going to claw at Gordon and tongue at Brandon.
Steady on that, buddy.
Almost like it knows that will be more disturbing for Brandon.
Was I wrong?
All right. So that will hit Gordon and the tongue. Does a 22 hit you?
22 does hit me. Just licked me.
So you take 12 piercing damage and 4 acid damage. And roll me a athletics check.
How much ick damage do I take? 22 athletics.
Well, you're not grappled. As the thing just does a big old slurp with its barbed tongue across you.
Easy there, boy.
Maybe it is friendly.
Yeah, for Brandon, that comes with psychic damage.
All right, that was the Catalyst turn, which represents the end of the initiative cycle. So, y'all can see once more a crab is being ripped apart from the inside as the golems are tearing it apart. You do see a beam of energy fired from the lead golem, who goes by Double One. I don't know if that ever came out, but it's what he's labeled, and it's getting hard to say the golem over and over. So, and that partially roasts it. The hungry team has officially made landfall and is stomping toward the nearest crab. Something about butter being chanted. You can't quite make it out.
Team Hungry are probably Crab's worst nightmare.
This is going to be a good day back in Caldern, man. Caldern's going to eat well tonight. Brandon Thighmaster, top of initiative. That brings us to you.
Okay, well, I think I'm not going to surprise anyone here with what I'm going to do. No one likes being licked, right?
Not non-consensual.
Yeah,
Lots of people like being licked.
Yeah,
I like
no
being
one likes
licked.
non-consensual licking.
You know, I'm going to grab this thing's tongue and whip it to death with it. So, unarmed strike. Bloop, bloop. 19 and 28.
I definitely imagine Brandon Thighmaster screaming, ew, 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 ew.
And I'll burn a key point for flurry of blows. Blippity bloppity. So 19, 28, 21, 17.
All hit.
Okay, so damage 12, 14, 18. Oh no, wait, that was actually a crit. So it's 16, 18, 12, 13.
All right. You land a flurry of blows upon it, making it pay for that stolen lick. However, it is still standing.
Oh, that's what Klaus was hoping to
I
hear.
like to think we've got a foreplay out of the way.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Brandon pop?
Oh, God.
Oh,
More than one, apparently, and that's hopefully all we'll need.
Klaus, it is your turn.
All right, I'm doing the standard sharpshooter. Does a 30 hit.
God, yeah.
All right, that's another 11 damage. I don't know what that's all about. So that's 21 plus 25 is 46.
All right. So after Brandon has basically punched it back and made it rear up, slightly exposing its soft underbelly, a crossbow bolt flies in as if from nowhere and thunders in between the ribs, slamming directly into the heart and causing it to fall over dead.
Brandon's like, who keeps doing that?
Is this a new muscle I'm flexing?
Is this the real arrow of the gods?
Maybe it is.
All right, well, I've still got a bonus action, and there's still a crab within range. Here we go again. Sharpshooter. 22.
That will hit.
And another 11.
Jesus, that is bizarre.
Yeah, it is. All right, now I'm looking at the thing. It's not a mistake. That's just another straight up 11. All right, plus 11, that's 22 damage. No, 32 damage.
All right. We will say that with the damage this is already taken from both Silas and the golems, this crab is now also dead skis.
Fuck everybody.
I think we can just call this off and let Klaus go down there.
This is the fucking plot twist no one was expecting, us included.
Yeah, hey Klaus, I don't think you need to worry about that whole greater invisibility thing. I think you're fine.
I guess Gordon will just advance. The fucking way is clear. Fandango.
Yeah, I guess I'll just walk. Take a little walk in the woods. To use my full dash and all of that.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Silas.
All right. Can I see this crab up here?
Roll a perception. This one's a little easier. It doesn't have the tree. Lucky thing, but yes, you can see the crab.
Well then, fuck this crab. Two sharpshooters.
Y'all are going to be down fighting the aboleths, and Silas is still going to be up here shooting at crabs.
13 and 17.
13 will miss, 17 will hit.
All right, 26 to its face.
All right. And Bjorg.
I don't think there's a way I can do this without losing my rage.
You do get multiple rages a day.
Yeah, it's true. I just wasn't sure what the rule was about raging again when you're fatigued after a rage.
I don't think you're automatically fatigued after a rage.
That's right. That's
level.
right. That might...
You just punch Silas.
Silas is always a hostile character, right?
Gonna lose the rage, and I think if I hold on.
Yeah, you get number of rages per day without consequence.
Okay, so I think if I do a straight dash, I can get up to just about Fandango. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you can actually get 2 Fandango. I was gonna give you 5 for your extra 10 foot of barbarian movement
Okay,
if you
cool.
dash.
Yeah, run right up next to Fandango, running up next to the dead thing, going, well, if it had a name, you not know it now.
It did. The holy guardian of the sacred realm, but whatever.
I was too angry to think about talking to it.
It licked me.
No, this thing was a real piece of shit.
There's probably a life lesson in here somewhere, but
Dude, I haven't even gotten to lick Brandon, and this fucking thing licked Brandon? No, it had to die.
It talked in the theater. It had it coming.
Right.
Brandon Thighmaster, you are up, sir.
Okay, guys, I probably shouldn't be the one to say this, but it's time to dive into a big wet hole.
I mean, first time for everything, right, bud?
Well, we might all be dead tomorrow.
But we
Well,
just killed Silas's mom.
All I know that is Bromegpheus is waiting for us, and these guys could apparently handle these crabs. Deliciously so.
Yeah, we're gonna need to churn and burn this whole killing the aboleth thing, because there is a bunch of potentially delicious seafood scattered all around this island, and I'm gonna want to fireball the shit out of some of it.
If we make it back, we're eating well. And with that, Brandon will pull an Iron Man, flick a salute, and jump in feet first into the tunnel.
All right, you all see Brandon hit the water and swirl around a few times before swoosh, vanishing.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Klaus, you are up.
Normally, I'd be hesitant to follow such an action, but that looks like another well. All right, I will use as much of my movement to do the same. And 1, 2, 3. Is that as much as I got with the free dash?
Yes.
All right,
I think you would.
there we go.
All right, Gordon will also take the plunge. And Fandango.
I don't think I have enough movement to get all the way into the water, so I'll just run up. I'll use all my dash and movement to get up here to swan dive next turn.
All right, Silas Kane.
All right. Since everybody's jumping in, I guess I'll dash up to here.
All right. The others are fighting off more of the things. The golems are swarming up here. Bjorg Bjornsson.
all right, we're gonna go. Like I said, I can move 5 squares if I dash.
If you dash, yeah.
Yeah. Bjorg will run up and swan dive into that tunnel.
All right, you leap in, you swirl around. There's a big old flushing sound that I'm assuming Steve is putting right here. And Bjorg is gone. Dead forever. I mean, Klaus, it's your turn.
Well, a flushing sound. That sounds like one of those fancy new things you pee on. All right, I'm in.
All right, Klaus swirls and vanishes. Brings us to Fandango.
Yeah, that thing where we jump in, except with style.
All right, Fandango artfully dives into the water and swirls into the tunnel. And Silas, if you would like, we'll just let you go ahead and get to the water rather than cycle through 2 rounds.
All right. I'll head over and jump down.
All right, Silas enters the water and vanishes. Where are they going? Where does this magical pit of water lead? I guess we'll find out next time on the final episode of Chronicles of Calamity, Authors and Dragons. So normally we would take your questions here, but you might notice that we have played long this round, both because these last few sessions deserve a little extra time and we want to set the pace for the coming game, but don't worry, we are still collecting all of your questions right now, and we are going to tackle them in a special post Chronicles of Calamity side quest that we're going to record after we finish our final game. So keep on submitting them. We will be answering them all, but for these last 2 games, we figured all A&D to the end. So we hope you have enjoyed the episode. We will see you next week for the final chapter in the Chronicles of Calamity. Until then, bye.
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 Goodbye, friends.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
agree. Let us fuck up an island.